Alrighty then. Hey, this is Wentis yet again. I'm going to be starting my Let's Play of Sonic Adventure DX Director's Cut. This is a game I've been wanting to Let's Play for quite some time now, and as most of you guys know, I haven't been able to record in a while now. Interesting. I thought I erased all my files on here, but I guess not. I'll be starting on just file number 1 here. Saving this. I should explain right now, I've been having a bit of trouble with school recently because, well, it was the end of the school year and things got a bit hectic. But, good news, I'm done with school. I've officially graduated high school. Today was my last day and I'm excited to get back to recording. I've been looking forward to putting out these videos, and this is what I wanted to use as my Let's Play to come back, because this is one of the many games I considered Let's Playing first, and it's a game that holds a lot of memories for me.
Select the character.
So, we're going to start out with just the first game file here, Sonic.
Oh yeah! This is happening! What's up?
You are completely surrounded! Surrender yourself! Lock on target, man! Ready? Fire! Oh no! Our weapons are useless! Retreat! All personnel, fall back!
Oh yeah! This could be fun!
Alright, so right off the bat we have our first boss fight, Chaos Zero. This is basically just tutorial stage, let you figure out how to play this game. If I'm not mistaken, I believe this was the first fully 3D, like, in this style of 3D Sonic game. So I guess I had to let the people get used to the controls a bit. So we're basically fighting this enemy here, Chaos Zero. He can try to punch you, but really he's not a threat. You just have to press A to jump and A a second time to do a homing attack. He'll go into this little drip form, and then you basically get another shot at it. And then he'll try another attack where he spins around, but you can once again just hit him. This really is not threatening even slightly. It's a very easy fight. It's just basically to explain the basics. So I guess I'll give some basic controls. Oh yeah, before the third hit, he'll jump around in the air, and normally he'll try to punch you from up there, but for some reason he didn't this time. But to explain the basics, those things I picked up earlier were rings. Those are basically your life in this game. If you get hit with rings on, you'll drop all of them. If you don't have any rings, you die. So that's that. Let's just end this boss fight. Ah! Getting hit on the easiest... Getting hit twice on the first boss fight. That is ridiculously easy. We're off to... Fantastic start.
Hey, I'll play with you some other time!
Get used to hearing that. He says it after every fight. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be making fun of this game a lot. I love this game and all, but there's so much to be made fun of.
Come on, you big drip! Where you going?
You know nothing, fool! It's Chaos, the god of destruction! Ha 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 ha!
Huh? What? Tails? Watch out! You're gonna crash! Ah! Tails! Now, what am I gonna do with you?
Alright, that scene there, that's what I'm going to use basically as my example. Like I said, I love this game, but I'm going to be making fun of it a lot. First and foremost, the voice acting in this game, it's honestly it's so corny and not really believable. It bothers me every time I hear it. Like, I'll play that scene again.
Watch out! You're gonna crash! Ah!
Yeah, just that right there. Ugh. It doesn't even sound slightly believable. It's like they're trying to underact. I don't even know how to describe it. Oh yeah, if you don't move for too long, Sonic will say things like, better get going. Yeah, that's just gonna be my example. But moving on to other subjects, such as, I guess I'll start with why I chose this game instead of some other Sonic games. I consider there to be a lot of better Sonic games than this, but this one, in my opinion, is where the story for Sonic the Hedgehog really started. I guess it technically started more with Sonic CD, but this is where things really started for me. It was the first Sonic game I ever owned, and most of the other ones don't really have a very deep story. This one has a decent story, though. As you saw there, we have these enemies here. If we destroy them, we get these little bubbles with animals in them to come out. I'll explain those animals later. These enemies, I don't know the names of these enemies, and I probably won't be looking them up. This is going to be a casual playthrough. I'm not going to be going for, like, in-depth 100% playthrough. This is going to be casual, for fun, showing you guys the story. So I'm not going to be looking at things in detail, and I'm not going to be playing through it and getting in such a way that I unlock everything. I'll unlock a few things, I'll tell you what I know, but that's about it. Now that I got that out of the way, like I was saying, this is where I consider the storyline of Sonic the Hedgehog to have really started, in my opinion, because most of the other ones after this refer back to this game. This one kind of refers back to Sonic CD, so that one you could say was one of the original story games. I don't know, technically they all had story, but Sonic CD is arguably where it started, and Sonic Adventure is where it became a big deal to me, honestly. And I've played all the other, well, not all the other, but many of the other Sonic games, and this is where I decided it would be best to start out for the story. Now, collecting as many of these animals as I can. As you notice, there's different animals with different colors. If you go back here, you can get an extra life. I cannot remember off the top of my head whether or not lives save in this game. I'm pretty sure they do. So, anyway, that's worth your while. Also, if you get 100 rings, you get an extra life. I'm just going to be going through this stage not too fast in order to explain things better. Oh, watch out here. There's a little gate that'll try to stab you. Again, if you get hit while you have rings, you just lose all your rings, but you're fine. As you notice, like, the running in this is a bit awkward sometimes. This area right here is a good chase of that. Just with the stages, this was very early for 3D Sonic. I can understand why it's buggy and why the character models don't always have the best movements. But overall, considering the time when it came out, this is honestly fantastic for gameplay and animation, if you ask me. I mean, it's very buggy, I'm not gonna lie about that. Also here, make sure you're holding downwards for that part, otherwise you will simply stop running. It's not completely automated for this. Let's see, so yeah. I got those things covered. There we have a koala as an animal. Blue animals are kind of special. I'll explain how when I explain how animals work. Until then, I recommend you collect as many as you can, so they'll be useful. Just grab 3 things of rings back there. If I remember correctly, they are all random amounts of rings that can be anywhere between let me think real quick. Between 1 ring and I believe the maximum you can get from is 40 rings. I don't remember exactly. I used to have the game guide to this, but oh, whoa. For a second there I thought I fell through the world. That would have been bad. Oh, there's another thing of rings over here. Just 10 rings exactly. Either way, the random ones can give you random amounts. They're different every time you go through. The game guide, I remember, specified that those 3 were all randomized. Also, if you don't want to take that jump there... Whoa! Or you can take that jump there anyway. Never mind. I was going to say, you can grab a 1-up there for a slightly riskier thing, but since there's no possibility of death in getting it unless you really screw it up, it's worth going for. So, you can go around here. This is just a very linear type of game with the levels. Well, for the most part. Some of the levels later on are really actually pretty complicated. At least the Sonic levels are pretty linear. Although some of them also have exceptions. Also, here's one thing where I thought was pretty cool. That I thought was really a good example of how fun this game's gameplay could be. If you run fast enough here, you can run along the wall. If you... I messed it up. I will get that thing, because I want to show this. This makes things much easier on you if you do things this way. Camera angle in this game can be a bit awkward to work with, because controls seem to change, if you ask me. Oh, forget it, I'll just go without that thing. If you go up here, you can go pretty fast and grab a shortcut that I believe will land you an extra life. Yep, and unless you jump over some annoying water platforming. Also, if I remember correctly, nope, down here is just some rings. I thought there was an extra life back there for some reason. But oh well, if you go along here, you can see some more of this loop-de-looping with Sonic. Man, I'm not even really sure what to talk about. It's been well over a month now since I last recorded a video, and it wasn't a platformer. Last time I did a platformer was Super Mario Sunshine, my first Let's Play. Oh, I think right there I dropped off on the animals. You can only hold so many animals at a time. Still, just grab as many until you're full. Interesting. So far throughout this level, I have not taken damage. Oh, here's a good example where I can show something.
It will take you to panels 2 and
Whoa!
3.
Not the bomb.
Jump as soon as you land on a panel, or else you'll fall.
Okay, that right there is our basic Navi of this game. I don't know what to call her exactly. I know what technically her name is, but I can't really say that for reasons you'll see later. Either way, right here, I believe we have 5 things with 5 rings in them. Am I mistaken? They might be random. Either way, these panels, if you jump on them, you can just continue jumping. But you want to stop on number 4 here. If you do, you land yourself another 5 rings. I think that's actually a random thing, so it can be a lot more than 5 rings. If you continue going along the way, you just land right here, so it's worth going out of your way a bit. Already I'm up to 10 lives. You can see, lives are actually pretty plentiful in this game. I'm going to regret saying this, I know it, but I've never gotten a game over in this game, ever. Even when I was a little kid and had no idea what I was doing. So, never had a game over. Alright, now we're here at the end of the level. Managed to hit 415 rings. I think that's actually a record for me. I wasn't even trying to get rings too much this stage, but I guess I'll grab these last few ones. Oh, up ahead, with bad render distance, we shall see Tails.
Yes!
And we complete the level with that. Alright, I honestly don't think the score really matters. I believe it ties into whether you get
not
like
bad.
No, there's no rankings in this game. It just says level C. There's level B and level A. If you revisit the level, but I'm not going to be covering those really. Like I said, casual playthrough, just going for the story.
Hey, Sonic! Long time no see, huh?
I'm just glad you're okay. What happened anyway? You're too good of a pilot to just crash like that.
That was a test run using a new prototype propulsion system. It's got a few bugs to iron out.
Why not just use my plane, the Tornado?
Thanks, but you gotta check out my newest power supply. Ta-da!
Whoa! A Chaos Emerald!
Yep, I just happened to find one of the 7 emeralds during one of my test flights. This thing's got unlimited power, you know. So I figured, why not use it to power my plane? Supercharged! You've gotta come over to my workshop, Sonic. I've got something I've gotta show you. It's in the Mystic Ruins, the fastest way is by train. Let's go!
Alright, now that we've seen Tails, we can now play Tails' side of this story, which is interesting, I must say. But I'm going to be doing each one starting from Sonic to Tails to the rest of them. You'll see the rest of them later, you probably saw their names. But here is where I'm going to be ending off this episode. So, I truly hope all of you have enjoyed this episode, my first episode of Sonic Adventure, and my returning video after being gone for well over a month. Again. So, this has been Wentus, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope... Shut up, Sonic! And I hope you guys will join me next time for more Sonic Adventure. See you then.